Tony D and Little Joan in the background, and this is your Screenwriter's Rant on the 8th day. A low-level gangster movie about a dude who's got to collect some money, but then it gets complicated. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 17, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So the premise is, this is the woman that owes the money, and some dude is supposed to go and collect it from her, but she don't have it. This is the dude who watches over the dude who's supposed to collect the money, and the redhead has a plan. And the plan is to knock over a check cashing place for twice the amount of money that is owed, and then everybody makes out. Of course, the complication is the dude falls in love with this smoke show who's a waitress in some small Texas town called Valentine, and then she ends up in the robbery because she is just that crazy. And then what's going to happen next? I don't know. I'm not sure who you're rooting for in this one. And everything goes to hell. Somebody gets hurt. Here's the sheriff. It's called The Eighth Day. Screenplay by Suzanne Weinert. Directed by Alexandra Chando. All right, ladies. I got to say, you put together a nice trailer. I like the look of the thing. You know, the kind of the old school weathered looking Texas and the hot chick. You got a hot chick at least. I mean, she is pretty damn hot as a hot chick. Now, two women wrote and directed this. I really feel like she's going to steal all the money at the end of the movie, but let's break it down. First act is the setup. He's working for this guy, but he's kind of a screw up. He says, I need you to get my money back. $150K from this woman. So he agrees, but they're going to send the big guy with him. So they go. They're stalking the dude. And in the meantime, he catches the eye of this smoke show, starts messing around, flirting with her. He confronts the woman who owes the money, and of course she gets the drop on him, hits him with a baseball bat, and she basically tells him, I can get you more money if you listen to my plan. He goes back to the big guy, tells him the plan. Plan is to knock over a check cashing place for $300K, thereby everybody wins. Okay? Not a tremendous amount of money in the scheme of things, but pretty big for small-time hoods. So, in the meantime, he falls in love with this chick who then he teaches her how to shoot, and she's going to be in on the robbery. Now, that's the least believable part of this. I don't think a guy like this would allow his girlfriend to be part of the robbery. Not like this. Maybe he'd let her drive if he felt she could drive pretty well, because they could just jump in the car and she could take off. But even that's a big risk. Even that is a huge risk, because, you know, for the big guy, what if the main guy's shot and he comes out and says, go, 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 and she's like, where's Frank? And he's like, he got shot, go get him, you know. So that's a big risk. Big risk if she comes in on the robbery and then shoots someone. Now, somebody gets hurt, so that much is clear. Somebody gets hurt. Maybe she's in on it. Maybe she's in on the whole deal with the redhead. Like, she's the daughter and that's the mom, and they played these two guys, knocked over the check cashing place, let them get hurt or killed, or one of them. Probably the big guy. He gets hurt, maybe killed, and now all they have to do is get rid of him. That's the one I'm sensing this movie. Now, does that make it a bad movie? No, absolutely not. There's a lot of double crossing in these things. the stakes are low, and that makes them more vicious. So I could see that. Seems to be okay. Let's read the write-up. Two small-time thugs, an old woman living with a dark secret, a young woman desperate to get out, and a check-cashing store full of money will all interact in a small Texas town in 8 days. Yeah, I would totally see this. Absolutely. I mean, not for nothing, but she is hot. And I think the plot sounds about right. I like gangster movies. Low-level gangster movies are more interesting because you really don't know what's going to happen. Like if there was like $2 billion at stake, first off, it'd be super unrealistic. And second off, you know how this thing ends. They don't get the $2 billion. Because no one gets $2 billion. But this, it could go a million different ways. So, yeah, I would see it. The Eighth Day, and I think it has like a mild religious sort of subtext to it. There's like a cross in a shot. So, and it's like, you know, on the seventh day you rested. The eighth day, maybe that's part of it. So, yeah. All right. That's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on the black site, the orange site, and the green site for more videos. I'll be back with the Piney podcast a day late, but better late than never. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.